Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Taragayenicole here. How are you guys doing? I hope you are well, and thanks for coming back. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk to you about my new journey. My big mantra right now is health, wealth, and love. So I've been working on my health. Y'all are on my journey with me and trying to get my health under control. My next thing is going to be my wealth. So I'm going to share with you a book that I'm reading, and I purposely stop reading at a certain point so I don't go overboard with it. And then some of the things I want to do, and then we'll make this probably like a series. And then love, y'all, I've already started back dating. And I've shared some of those videos with you already. It has been interesting. So the book that I'm talking about is The Dave Ramsey, The Total Money Makeover. If you are really into finances and getting your life together, you've probably already heard about Dave Ramsey, or I forget the lady's name. It just came and left me, but there's another lady. She's really big in the money realm as well. I'm sure a lot of other people too that I don't even know about. So this is the one that when I was searching, a lot of people recommended him. And I read it. I bought the book, and the first time I bought the book, it went to Texas. And I never live in Texas. I guess somebody in Texas really needed the book more than I did, but Amazon corrected it and sent me out my book, gave me a credit back, and I ordered it again. So basically what it is let's just real facts. Like, after not having the job, after quitting the job, ran through my savings really quickly, and now I don't have any savings. Hated it. Don't love it. It's not a good look. And then I realized I don't have enough saved anyway to make it a long period of time, which is not cool. An ex of mine that I was with a long time ago totally took advantage of how nice I was, and I was stupid in the relationship, ran up credit cards and all this other crap, and you know who got stuck with all the bills? I did. But that was years ago, so I don't want to blame them. If you're in financial problem, it's your fault that you're in a financial problem. I mean, sometimes it might be your husband that you're married to or whatever, but you should have asked those questions before you kind of started to get down that road. So, the first part of all this is figuring out whose fault it is. And usually it's always your fault. And it doesn't matter because you need to get yourself out of this financial mess that you're now in. So after going through, the whole denial, oh, it's his fault, blah, blah, blah. Well, you've had years now, Tara, to get your crap together, and you haven't. And now I'm 35 and I'm like, nah, this can't really be my life. I look and all my friends are on vacations and having a great time, and I'm just worrying about how I'm going to get this next bill paid. And I'm just tired of living like that. So this book has a lot of really good points. I was in here just straight up. Y'all know how I do. I highlight whatever I think is a good point. I read and I highlight, and I put sticky notes usually when I'm completely done. But the basis of this book, I like it because he's very straightforward, and he's been there. He has been broke, and now he's making money. So I can trust somebody who's been where I'm at and actually has come out of it. Now, he does have a program that is 7 baby steps to get out of debt. He's very strict about no credit cards. I'm going to read it and use it as a basis of me trying to get out of debt, but I don't know that I'm going to do it exactly like he says. I'm currently just on baby step 1, which basically is to save $1,000 baby starter emergency fund. That is your Murphy's Law problem fund. And I can promise you, I can tell that you're going to need it because it already happened to me. So let me just share with you guys. I want you guys to come along on the journey. If you are not financially fit and you're like where I am and you're trying to get your life all the way together, then you can come on this journey with me. As always, I encourage you guys to do what I do with me, what you will. I am not a financial person. I have a math degree actually in internet networking, but that is not my degree to tell you what to do with your money. That's not what I do. But if you do want to come along and join me, it's going to be a long road for me. I'm not going to be able to pay all this debt off in 3 years. I don't think so, because I know how I am. There are some people who will sacrifice, honey. They're going to sacrifice. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do that. I like my little shopping trips. I like different things. Will I stop certain things? Yeah, like not eating out as much, not buying as many clothes. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop some of that. But I might not get there as fast as everybody else, but my plan is to get there. So basically what he says to do. So let's talk about step number 1. If you are interested in doing this with me, definitely we can do step number 1 together. Let's start together. We might not end together. We might not save at the same rates, but you can get yourself started and then you can go back or go ahead. So step number 1 is to start a $1,000 baby emergency fund. If you make under $20,000 a year, you can start a $500 baby emergency fund. So he wants you to get this done like within a month. I don't think that's not gonna happen for me, because all of July went by and the girl, no, I did not make, or boy, no, I did not make that $1,000, not even close. So my goal is to get to my $1,000 emergency fund by like before the end of this year. So by October, November is what I really want to do, but we'll see how that works out. And do whatever works for you, however long, just make sure you make a plan. So to get started, you need to have a budget. B, the ugly B word no one wants to talk about, you need to have a budget. I will be sharing with you in another video what app I use to do my budget. I love it. It's an app on my phone, and it's also on your desktop. If you're more of a sit down and look at your budget type of person, you can do that as well. You have to have a budget. You have to figure it out. If you're married or with somebody and you have finances together, you need to sit down and both agree on this budget. And where money is going to be going and not going. Then once that's done, then you have to make sure you're caught up on everything, as far as all your main things that at least need to be caught up. So your car payment needs to be caught up. Your insurance needs to be caught up. Your major bills, electric, things like that. All these necessity things need to be caught up on. Once you're there, then you can start saving for your baby emergency fund. You have to have, I think he calls it like gazelle intensity, where you are focused. Like you're focused, you want to get this $1,000 moved out so you can move from baby step 1 to baby step 2. Now, for all of you who already have $1,000 emergency fund saved, then you can move on to baby step 2. I haven't even read that chapter yet, but just so you can kind of know what it is, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is. It is the debt snowball chapter. So motivation is more important than math. This is one of those times. The debt snowball method requires you to list all of your debts in order of smallest payoff balance to largest. List all your debts except your home, if you have one. We will get into that in another step. List all of your debts, every loan from mom and dad or medical debts that have 0 interest. I don't care if you're interest or not. I don't care if some have 24% interest or others have 4%. List the debts smallest to largest. If you were so fabulous with math, you wouldn't have debt, so try it my way. So sarcastic. The only time to pay off a larger debt sooner than a smaller one is some kind of big time emergency, such as owing the IRS and having them come after you, or in situations where there will be a foreclosure if you don't pay it off. Otherwise, don't argue about it. Just list the debt smallest to largest. The reason we list smallest to largest is to have some quick wins. This is a behavior modification over math part I referred to earlier. Face it, if you go on a diet and lose weight the first week, you will stay on that diet. If you go on a diet and gain weight or 6 weeks with no visible progress, you will quit. When training salespeople, I try to get them to sell too quickly because that fires them up. When you start the debt snowball and in the first few days pay off a couple of little debts, trust me, it lights your fire. I don't care if you have a master's degree in psychology, you need quick wins to get fired up, and getting fired up is super important. So like he said, basically, if you're not on baby step 1 like me and many others who may be joining me, you can jump to baby step number 2 with the debt snowball, which basically it said just go ahead and list your debts from smallest to largest, interest, no interest, it doesn't matter, and start paying off the smallest one first. And I believe what happens is you pay the smallest one off first. Let's say you're paying $10, $25, and $35. Once your $10 payment bill is paid off, you take the $10 you were paying and add it to the $25 one that you were paying. So now making that a $35 payment rather than a $25 payment. I hope that made sense. but I believe that's the way that it works, and that's how you get more and more money and you get rid of it a little bit faster. But that's not what I'm on, so I just wanted to give you that as some backup information. Her name is The Budget Girl, and I like her channel very much. And she had these things that she had found on the debtfreecharts.blogspot.com. I'll make sure to go ahead and either put that on the screen or put that in the description box. These cute little things where you color them in. I'm so excited. So I'm going to go ahead and put up on the screen so you guys can see that I have actually already saved $100 this month towards my, which is not that much, but it's something, $100 towards my, baby starter emergency fund. And I found a little thing on www.debtfreeblogspot.com, these things, the debt-free charts blogspot.com, one that says starter emergency fund, and it has all these little dotty things here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and the way I'm going to set mine up is this is 0 down here, and then I'm going to make whatever one is the middle one, I'm going to make it 500 because that's my halfway point, and then the top will be 1,000, and we will color them in as we go. So I'm gonna color up to $100. I'm gonna probably make it in $100 increments, and we'll color as I go in different colors. I did get a pack of markers from the Walmart, so let me go get that and show you guys how I'm gonna number mine, and then we're gonna color it in. And that'll be all for today's video, and I'll be back with updates so we can color in more as we go. I would say hang this on your fridge or somewhere where you would see it all the time. Maybe even take a picture of it every time and upload it as the back of your phone so you can see why you're not spending all this money and that you're actually getting somewhere. And then when I get to paying off credit cards, I'll use the credit card one. Like, I have a whole little breakdown. I am a visual person. I like to see things happening. So if I can see that I'm coloring this in and I'm actually getting somewhere, I get excited about it. And so I have numbered mine. And as you can see, there is my $500, well, maybe you can't see. My $500 is right there, and then I started at 0, and then my $1,000 is at the top. So I have saved $100. I'll see if I can leave a screenshot of my bank account so you guys can see. I saved $100, and I'm going to color it in. So I picked up these double-sided markers from 18 double-ended markers. You can do large areas with the super tip or fine areas with the small tip. I think I got them in Walmart for like $4 and some change. So I'm going to go with a pretty dark blue, I think, to start. So I did it. So we are not anywhere near the top, but we have started, and I'm so excited to keep doing this till we get to the top of our starter emergency fund and then move on. I'm so excited. So let me know if you guys are coming along on the journey. Like I said, anyway, that's enough of my time, your time that I've taken up. Remember, in order to be great, you have to be grateful. Have a wonderful, blessed day, guys.